I am Jimboy Moreau. This is Moreau Sports Media. Make sure you check out our social media pages, including our blog site, moreausportsmedia.com. We're on X, we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Substack, Reddit, and follow us on all of our social media content. And if we're not on a platform, make sure you tell us and we'll make sure we'll get on it. I spoke with two of the best young rookies in the 2025 WNBA draft class, in Sonia Citron, the number 3 overall pick, and Kiki Iriafen, the number 4 overall pick. The Washington Mystics have done themselves a great service for their franchise by drafting these two young women. These two young women will be the cornerstones of the Washington Mystics franchise for however long that the Mystics organization can keep them together. And P.S., they should keep them together for as long as possible, for a very long time. Because these two young women are dynamic, they're intelligent, and they play extremely well together. The chemistry that they have is off the charts. Shout out to General Manager Jamila Weibman, who is a former WNBA player in her own right, making sure that the Mystics picked up these two young dynamic players, and now they have cornerstone pieces to grow this franchise with moving forward. In addition, Sydney Johnson has been coaching these two young women well, and it shows in the Mystics record as they're fighting for a playoff spot. And this is not a position that many people are blessed to have, especially with two rookie players starting in your starting lineup. But with that being said, I chopped it up with Sonia and Kiki. They spoke about their goals moving forward in the future. They spoke about players that have helped mentor them and helped shape who they are now. And they talked about the areas in which they want to get better at throughout the course of the season. So that being said, man, check this out, and I hope y'all enjoy. What do you feel like has been the part of your game that has grown the most this year, and what part of each of you is still hungry to evolve?
I think for me, just getting better defensively. I started the season guarding some of the best players. Tonight we're playing against Asia, and started off my season guarding her. So I think defensively, I've just had to, get better because the top players in the league are playing my position. And then I think offensively, just being a better playmaker, not just for myself, but for my teammates, and recognizing when is it my opportunity to go versus getting my teammates involved.
I would say just knowing how, kind of what Kiki said defensively, but just knowing how to position myself to really help me not have to guard somebody so one-on-one, if that makes sense, how to help my teammates, but also guard my own. And then I think there's just too much that I can get better at. I don't know if there's anything.
So everything is. Who's someone this season that each of you have leaned on? Maybe it's a pro or vet, coach, someone from college in particular. Who is somebody that you're looking for mentorship or just advice throughout the year?
For me, it's honestly my position coach, BT. She's been great for me. She's played at this level, and she's been very successful. So she's just someone that I'm able to talk to all the time. She knows exactly what I need to get better at. I work with her every single day individually. But she's been huge for me in my transition from college to playing at the pro level.
Am I crazy, or did I hear that you and said BT, was it? BT, sorry. Yeah, overturn. The Breakfast Club?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. I thought I heard that.
I would also say my position coach and also Slim. I think
I was gonna say each of you were playing one-on-one briefly right there.
Yeah. I think Slim is someone that I look up to, the way she plays both sides of the ball, and then obviously she's just very experienced and knows a lot about the game. So she's somebody that I definitely go to, and she just helps me throughout practice, throughout games, mentally, and then just like Kiki said, my position coach, Quentin Crouch, he's amazing. I also work with him every day, and he's just does exactly what I need. And
what are some things that you might have picked up from Slim? This is just one of the best scorers in the W right now.
Yeah, I would say he definitely gives me tips and tricks defensively to kind of just help me defend some of the best guards in the league. And then also just tips and tricks to being physical, but on the offensive side, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Helping myself get open, how to use screens better, just little things like that seem little, but they make a big difference.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll pay off they're paying off now, but I'm sure they'll pay off. And when you think about the player that each of you want to become in the next 2 to 3 years, what comes to mind?
That's a good question.
I think something that comes to mind for me is being one of the best two-way players. I really want to be somebody where people say, oh yeah, she's a great defender, but she can also affect the offensive outside of the game, and then also just being a great teammate, just like affecting the game in more ways than one. Like I don't want to just be a scorer, just be a defender. Like just
Kiki, as far as you?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just, being known as an offensive and a defensive threat. I think for me, just continuing to get better each and every year. So whatever my greatness is this year, just doubling that next year and then tripling that. And I think for me, is just making sure that I'm playing championship caliber so that our team can be playing in the playoffs and making it very far. We definitely have hope in our young core. We know it's going to take some time, but I think just for myself, just having daily habits that are of a champion so that when the time comes, we're able to capitalize on that opportunity.
Well, that breakfast club is a daily habit, so I appreciate each of you, and thank you.
thank you.
If you enjoyed this content, make sure you check us out on YouTube. We're going to have a lot more of content on this page. In addition to the highlights that we post daily, hourly, we're going to be having a lot more player interviews. We're going to have a lot more coaches interviews. We're going to have a lot more of everything that you guys love. If you have anything in particular that you want to see or ask, please drop a comment and let us know. Communicate with us and let us know. We'll get that for you. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all time and deuces, y'all.